Transfer gossip has been thin on the ground this weekend, and I've actually been pleased about that, to be honest with you. It's nice to have a bit of a weekend off, and I sort of preferred talking about Mark Warburton and Tim Steiden. As I understand it, Tim Steiden is going to be announced this week. Don't know how much truth there is to it, just what I've heard. Who knows? So I'm not going to talk about him anymore, because if he does get announced, we'll end up talking about him lots and lots and start having a look at what he's actually done in the past and what he can bring to West Ham. The real big story, well, there's two that have stood out for me. It's Wilfried Gnonto, rumoured to be interested in West Ham, which we'll get to at the end of the video. What we'll start with is Tottenham's supposed interest in Jarrod Bowen. Now, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, because it's come from the Sun. Now, I guess you've got to take everything with a pinch of salt, but maybe, just maybe, it's less reliable from there than other places. Not quite caught offside, which are the worst of the worst, if you ask me, in terms of unreliability. But it's not come from a top in the know. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but anyway, the rumour goes a little bit like this. Ange Postecoglou has come into Tottenham, has obviously come from Celtic. It's funny. Sometimes you get a manager and they come in and they get a brand of football after their name, so it's called Ange Ball. Ange Ball. He plays an expensive game. It is very nice football. Who else had it? Was it Sarri? Was it Sarri Ball? Who was manager of Chelsea? So you get Ange Ball. I would have called it like the Postecoglou Press or something like that. What's Moyes' one? I don't know. Davies defending or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, apparently the way that Ange Postecoglou wants to play, Bowen's perfect for it, and they want him. Look, let's suppose it's true for a second. This just cannot happen. It will not happen, and it must not happen. There's bad blood, I would suggest, maybe between the West Ham owners and Daniel Levy, and that makes any business between the two clubs quite difficult, quite a tough thing to do, and I'm pleased for that. And so I don't think anything will happen anyway. I don't think they need David Sullivan needs the buffer of the fans telling him that this cannot happen. But make no mistake about it, if he did sanction a deal for Jarrod Bowen to go to Tottenham Hotspur, he'd be very, very unpopular indeed. And you know what? I think particularly bearing in mind he is he's entrenched in the West Ham family. He said he wants to stay. He scored the winning goal to win us the European trophy. He's just had beautiful bouncing baby girls with his fiancée Danny Dyer. Proud granddad Dyer. It's just all West Ham. It's West Ham-alicious, isn't it? It's all West Hamified, basically. I can't see it happening. So Ange can stick his Ange Ball where the sun don't shine, and they are not getting Jarrod Bowen. Cannot be allowed to happen. That's it. End of story. We're already going to have to suffer because we're going to have to let Declan Rice go. I'm not going into all that now. I guarantee you, I'm recording this the night before. I'm going to release this at 8:30 Monday morning. Guarantee you, before the day is up, there's a new twist in the Declan Rice saga, so I can't even bother talking about it now. Boring you, it's boring me. We all want it done, that's for sure. We'll speak a little bit. Apparently, Manchester City are pressing for a decision. We'll find out more later on. So let's just get with one of the other stories, actually, which is Wilfried Gnonto. Now, you know this kid. He's Italian and plays for Leeds. He played really well. I mean, we faced him this season, and he caused us all manner of problems. I think it might have been the first time we played him. I wasn't sure that actually. Yeah, it was the first time we played him. It was the second time we played him. We had Allardyce there, and we gave him a good old pasting, didn't we? A damn good thrashing. And so, but I don't think Allardyce really liked the lad. I think he's brilliant. I think he's really, really good. And if we were interested in him, then good. And I like it. Apparently Brighton are as well, as are Crystal Palace. Now, the interesting thing is Crystal Palace would be interested in him if Wilfried Zaha goes and plays elsewhere. Now, apparently Wilfried Zaha, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but apparently he's attracted interest from Italy. But they do not pay anything remotely comparable to what we pay in the Premier League. You can understand how these Italian players are coming over here. So I think he's on, even at Crystal Palace, he's on something like 7 million, 7.5 million a year. And I can't even remember which club it is. Maybe it was Napoli or something like that. I don't know. They're top earners on something like 5 million a year, so they'd have to break the transfer structure and all the rest of it. It's very, very hard to get a deal over the line. So I think Zaha's going to perhaps be looking at, maybe he'll go to Saudi Arabia like everyone else is going, but it looks like he may well stay in the Premier League. I think he should stay at Crystal Palace, quite frankly. But anyway, if he does go, Crystal Palace are after this Gnonto. I'd quite like us to sign him. I really would. He's full of pace. He's full of tricks. I think he can play. He's versatile. He can play wide. He can play through the middle. I'd like us at £30 million. I think it's fair enough. I think that's reasonable, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that's a reasonable amount for a player in this day and age. What else have we got here? We've also got, was a story I was scrolling through. Okay, so Scamacca, let's just get on with Scamacca really quickly. Scamacca was meant to be, I say a fight out, a bit of a scrap up between Juventus and Roma. Neither of them can afford Scamacca, so I don't know what they're fighting it out for. It's going to be interesting. Maybe we'll turn out he stays at West Ham just because nobody else can afford him. Maybe AC Milan might be. And AC Milan thought they were getting, I hope I got this right, I'll probably slaughter all this information, thought they were getting Marcus Thuram. Marcus Thuram going to Inter Milan, which means AC Milan now on a striker to turn their attention to Scamacca. Now, the funny thing is, we got 3 clubs interested in him. So we got a bidding war. That's the good news. What's the bad news? All the 3 clubs involved in a bidding war have no money, which is it's a pretty crap auction, really, isn't it? Sold to the team in the black and red stripes for twopence. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with him there. It's a really, really odd one. The other thing I would say is the James Ward Prowse, just while I wrap up now. It's funny, isn't it? His value's dropped 20 million in a week. So now, it was before, he was going to cost West Ham 50 million. It would cost Fulham 30 million. Now it turns out that West Ham can have him for 30 million as well. Southampton are going to be keen, I guess, to get him off of their wage bill. He's going to be on big wages there, isn't he? I don't know. Again, well, do you know what? I certainly told Wilfried Zaha what I thought he should be doing, so why not? Why stop there? He'd be a superstar in the Championship, wouldn't he? I think if he stays and they build steadily, and I'm sure they've got some good players in their academy, I'm sure he could help fire them to promotion. I don't know. And then, you know what, 30 million? What's 30 million placed against... 200 million for a season in the Premier League, plus even if it went down again, they still get the 3 seasons of parachute payments at 50 odd million. So it's 350 million. Well, come on, keep, trouser the 30 million or keep it. Don't worry about that, and keep your captain. I don't know. Not my decision to make. Anyway, there you go. As I say, this video is going to get very old very quickly today. But I guess, the headline part of it is Jarrod Bowen to Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think so.